Okay, we are live, live, live. How about that? All right, good. It looks good. All right, we're going to do astrology for December the 29th. This is going to be on a Friday. When the sun comes up on the 29th at 7:28, the day will be ruled by Venus. Venus will be at, let's start with the sun. It rises. When it rises, it'll be at -5 degrees. The moon will be at -5 as well in its energy. Then we have Mercury will be at a -10. I don't know. I had a thing where but I was kind of looking at something here that there's a possibility of maybe trying to get someone to change their mind or change the way they're thinking. Then we have Venus at a -4. But her energy will increase at 3:25 when she moves into Sagittarius later today. That's Eastern Standard Time, 3:25 p.m. Her energy will go from a -4 to a +5. I think there'll be some optimism that'll start to begin here. Then we have Mars, which will increase its energy to 2. And we'll have Jupiter beginning the day out in a -5, but it will increase its energy after midnight because it is going stationary and ready to go direct. So it will increase its energy from -5 to a +5. Then that leaves us with Saturn with an energy of 1. Just kind of want to go over those things with you to let you know what the energies are that is going to be going on during the day. So we're going to jump on over to the astrology. And I'm going to start out as usual with that last thing of the day on the 28th, where we had a yod. The finger of God, the destiny of fate, activating the mind as well. And this is dealing with Venus, sextiling Pluto. Cycles are closing out here. There's going to be some departure of whatever Pluto has kind of put us through hell. That it's going to go into Aquarius, where it's going to do some work for a while. If you remember, I said, I hope you're writing these dates down of when it will go back into there and finish up on, I think it's September the 1st, I said, of 2024. So it'll return for a short period of while, and then it will finish up on, I believe it, like I said, September the 1st. And it'll move back into Aquarius, where it's going to stay there for the next 20 years. So I feel like, things are pointed in the right direction if we follow our spiritual direction is. Staying in faith, staying optimistic. We saw double keyed yods, which was awesome. Grand trions, awesome. When I see things good, I'm going to say it's good. When I'm seeing that there's something here, then I'm going to say it. There's still some lingering of overcoming or feeling like, can we get there? Do I really, having the belief and the faith in something to achieve something, to accomplish something. There's going to have to be, something with the ascending that's coming up at that time, which was 7:25 in the evening on the 28th, with the moon conjuncting with the ascending in Leo, is, affairs of the heart is what this is. And having the courage that with something here of what you feel, not letting limitations or restrictions get in the way in union or whatever you might be dealing with. If you're out to meet someone new, don't let your Don't limit yourself here. Um, be willing to be open. Open your heart up. It's time to open the heart up again, and having the heart of a lion, and having the courage. Here as well. Uh, don't be pessimistic. Be optimistic. So let's go ahead and jump into the 29th with the event of where Venus in Scorpio is at 29 degrees, and she is sextiling Pluto at 29 degrees in Capricorn. Again, it's dealing with the yod here that's going on, that we see, kind of where we left off with the T-squares as well. Staying optimistic. Whatever the challenges may be here, that you can overcome them, work through them, and staying hopeful and optimistic about the future. Making those plans. I'm not, like I said in the last video, I'm not really big on making New Year's, what is it? New Year's resolutions? I think that's what they call them. I do believe in inspiring to accomplish things, and planning and making goals and working toward those goals for what we have. I'm a heavy believer in that, but I'm not too much in making New Year's resolutions. Resolutions are hard to keep. You put too much emphasis in that instead of in your goals and what you aspire, you're already in trouble. Cut yourself a little slack there as well. The next thing we have here, and that's at 1 o'clock in the morning, when this energy is going on the 29th. It's Friday. Usually some people are out that time. So the next thing we have here is we still have this going on. The moon in Leo now at 3 degrees. In a quincunx with Saturn, which I talked about, with that, where the ascending was. And the ascending now is over here. It moves pretty quick, we went, moved pretty rapidly there. But the day changed, Got that cough going on again. And the ascending's over here in Libra, and it's conjoined with the South Node. I feel like there's really something here. Hold on one second. That has to do with double new beginnings, completeness, characteristics of love as well, double potion of anointing. I feel like the divine is really trying to work in relationships, our relationships with others, that we need to heal things, and open our hearts up to receive healing and love. Some people may be ready and some people may not be ready for it. We still have the T-squares going on there with Mercury and Mars going on here at this time at 1:14. Which Mercury being in retrograde, we're rethinking maybe our actions and what we're going to do. But then again, with the yod here as well, it's like saying, okay, you need to open that mind with the sextile. If you want success at something, you got to get your mental attitudes activated, and it's not going to work if you don't get it activated toward what you aspire, your goals, that spiritual flame that burns within all of us. What does your spirit want? What does your heart want? So I feel like there's a real focus here, and God's intervening in a lot of things in relationships, bringing things into new beginnings, healing as well. Then we have the moon in Leo, and this is around right before sunrise. Well, I hope nobody's doing one night stands here. I don't. I'm old. I just, really. We do have some quincunxes going on here. Jupiter being stationary, number one. It's in a quincunx to the midheaven in Libra. It's where you're at right now, maybe in relationship. You've got to have the courage to make some decisions here. Again, we still have the T squares going on in this, that you got to have the courage to make the decision on something here. And this is at the time when Jupiter has already gone, or will be going through, strengthening its energy, to be a little bit more optimistic, but have the courage, that strong strength of the heart to change something here and face something that's illuminating, that you can have the courage to make the decision you need to make that change, work for that. And then we also have, this yod going on. Both Venus and Pluto's at 29 degrees now, really in sextiles, and it's been going on. We need to be aware of it. You want this? Go for it. Because what I'm seeing is that with Mars over here, it's in conjunction with the ascending. I mean, you can't really see it too good here, but it really is that this is coming up. These three inner planets are, Venus will be moving later on in the day at 3:25. It will be moving into Sagittarius. So we've got these three internal planets right there. What you gonna do? It's all about the love of the heart, and the capacity to love, and it's about your values. What are your values? We got to really work on our values, our moral values here. Especially the feminine energies. I mean, you got to have some morals here. Come on. Also, we have the moon here at this time. I don't know if I said it, but the moon squaring Jupiter as well. We do have the two T squares still going on. This is probably going to go on most of the day, if I remember correctly, as I was kind of scoping it out. Okay, the yod's gone, but the squares are still there. So this is where the sun in Capricorn at 7 degrees, very spiritual, and it's in a quincunx with the moon, which I just spoke about. But I think at the time it was with Pluto. And what are your goals? You got to have the courage to step up to the plate. You're either gonna do something or not. It's we got these squares going on. They're still the same thing, but the yod's not there. That's the only difference. It's kind of a continuation of the day before, but the planets are changing. They're moving now, because the last thing we have at 3:25 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, PM, we still got the T squares there dealing with something. I think it's trying to overcome something here, and Venus now has ingressed into Sagittarius. She has done with whatever, where she was in that detriment. But Mercury's still in detriment, so you've got to have that mental attitude working. You got to activate your mind, overcome whatever these challenges may be here with creating something. If you going to let something go, or are you going to fight for something here? That's kind of basically what it is. Are you going to make this sudden change with the past? Because these two, they will be coming and conjoining together, and this is a very powerful energy of, a sudden change of optimism towards something. If you put the effort in, you can be well rewarded, or have this expansion and growth of change all of a sudden in your life. But it's up to you. I mean, you can sit in the pity party if that's what you want to do, or are you going to correct something that needs to be corrected? It's totally up to you. Are you going to face some struggles, some limitations here, and deal with it and overcome it? It's all about the mental attitude. Not just being comfortable with situations and we just lay in them. It's really clearing out the foundations and rebuilding something or building something new, whichever it may be, and being very optimistic about the future, because there's going to be this really big change that's going to come in the new year. So this is kind of what I've got for you. It's like I said, it's kind of a continuation of the day before. Divine's trying to help, but he can't do everything. You gotta activate your mind and know what you want, and be optimistic about it. And if you want it, then you fight for it. If not, then you get the choice. Sit in the pity party, or thinking, oh well, I've lost everything that I aspired to be, or I can't reach this goal, nothing's going right. If you want to sit there and be in that whiny cry, life is shitty and all this, then change it. That's the big thing. If it's worth fighting for, it's worth fighting for. If not, then let it go. But there is a challenge here with Uranus to the midheaven, and where it's at right now is Aquarius. Lessons learned. Prepare yourself if for the next 20 years, if you don't want to do something now, okay, your choice. All right. So anyway, give the videos a thumbs up. Like I said, the 28th is not really 29th is not really a heavy day. It's just a continuation of you sorting things out, getting your mind in the right space. This will be going direct at the first of the year. Mercury's going to be kind of really moving fast. It doesn't have much longer to get to that 22 degrees where it will, it'll go stationary and then it'll go direct and start moving forward. So get ready and get prepared, and it'll move back to somewhere where hopefully you decide you're going to change your life for a positive. Taking your control back of something here in your life. And the biggest thing I feel with a lot of people got to think for themselves, not just follow the groups and follow the crowds. You got to be an individual. You can't create anything, with a group, because everybody has their own opinions. And some people that can be there can tear you down, So, like I said, give the video a thumbs up, share the link, that things are good, are going to come. I really feel it. I told you, if it's good, I'm going to say it. If it's not, then I'm going to say that too. If I see that there's something here that's really going wrong, you're going to have to deal with it. All right? Like I said, we do still have the 2 T-squares here. It's lingering on, and you got to make your mind up. You got to overcome this, whatever it is. All right? So y'all take care. I know everybody's going to be getting ready for the new year. Let's see, this is Friday, so the new year's going to start um, tomorrow on Saturday. Or no, it'll be the 31st. It'll be on a Sunday. Sunday going into Monday. It's been a long time since it, you know, hadn't been on a weekend. But people can still, have parties and all that kind of stuff. I'm not all that into partying and all that. So, anyway, y'all take care, and I will see you on the next video.